welcome into My Odd Hobbies. I am your host, the GOC, the Grumpy Old Collector. Thanks for checking out this video. Hopefully you'll give it a like, subscribe to the channel, and check out some of the other videos. Today I'll be doing a personal break of some older hockey product. It is one box of $94.95 SP Authentic Hockey. There is 36 packs in here with 8 cards per pack, so that's a lot of base. I'm not going to show you all that or go through all of that. I'm just going to show you guys the inserts and the neat little cards that come out of here as well. With all that being said, yeah, one factory sealed SP Authentic $94.95 Upper Deck box. Let's crack this open and see what we get. My ninja sword that I use to crack these boxes open. And we're off. One freshly opened box of Upper Deck Hockey. So let's just gently get those out of there. Nice and open now. Set that off to the side. So I don't know if you guys have seen all my first pack magic before, but I seem to get usually one of the best cards in the box in the first pack the last few times. With all these packs, that might not continue today, but let's see what we get. I don't even honestly remember what would be the best stuff to get out of here. But let's start with this, and we're going to get underway here and see how it is. Hopefully these cards are in better condition than that last box of Upper Deck I opened. If you've seen that, you'll know what I'm talking about. But that's a good start. I remember this guy, Pavel Bure, base card right out of the gate. Mike Richter, base card. Blair Lake, Tony Gerard. Upside down is, who's that, Dale Hawerchuk. World Championships. Couple of inserts there, and Premier Prospect too. Is that guy anybody worthwhile? Roy Fitzpatrick, probably not. So a bunch of base over there. Maybe we get over here. Let me just check these ones out. There's a Team Canada one. I see my, oh, there we go. My lights weren't in a very good spot again. And a Team Finland one. And I just see who those guys are. Antti Alto and Jeff O'Neill. Nothing I don't think worth worrying about there. Onward we'll continue. Pack number 2. No first pack magic there. I ran out, I guess. Let's see if there's anything cool in here. Base. Here's a die cut one we're going to check out after. Base. Which die cut one is too? The corner's a little dinged up on that one too. Who is this? Dan Cloutier, a die cut. I'm not gonna worry about it because the corner's nicked up. It's not gonna be worth sleeving for me. So let's continue cruising on through this. Thanks for checking this out, guys. I'm gonna have some newer stuff coming up to open here shortly too. I've got, let me just have a quick boo. I've got some 2021 artifacts coming up, some 2021 Allure, 2021 SP Game Used. I've even got some baseball as well. I got a box of 2021 Top Signature Series, the retiree autographs, and a box of 2021 Topps Clearly Authentic. So stay tuned for those ones as well, guys. Base. Here's a die cut one I'll check out. Base, couple of inserts here. We'll just have a quick boo at. Let's see what we got here. Jason Doig, Jason Botterill, Alexander Korluk, and Jeff Friesen die cut version there. Let's swing over to this other pack side here, and I'll take one of those ones. Base. So there's a die cut one. I had Jovanovski, and actually in decent shape that time too. I think I'll actually hang on to that one. Base. Who's this one? Wade Redden and Rory Fitzpatrick again. So let me just put this one because it's actually not dinged up for one of the change for one of the ones that came out of there. Some top loaders up there. We'll fire that in. Come on. die cut Ed Jovanovski World Junior card in good condition, actually. It came out of there. So I put that one in a top loader, fire it up on one of these because it's definitely the best thing that's come out of there so far. And I see I got the lights in a crappy spot again. Let's try it like that. And let's go back to this side. Base. Oh, here's a decent one too. Too bad this one's not in good shape because it's a die cut Jerome Iginla. That's unfortunate. Base. Same Russians again, Alexander Koroluk with that same fin, Antiano Leto, another World Junior, Jason Doig. This one would have been good. Not, excellent or anything, but definitely the best one to come out of there. Jerome Iginla, but the edges are dinged up. And the corner is not good as well. That one's unfortunate, so I'm going to just throw that one in the base pile due to conditioning. Hopefully there's another one of those in there that's in better shape like that Jovanovski one. That would have been the best one so far. I don't think I'll be buying any more of these again. Same thing, a condition issue. Some of the base cards are good and some are dinged up. Base. Who's the die cut this time? It's in decent shape, but it's Alan McCauley. Not really worth saving. Base World Junior. Who's that one? Lee Sorochin, the Russian. Thomas Blazek, Czech, maybe, and Sean Haggerty for the U.S. Nothing worthwhile in there. Turn back over here. And base. Oh, a Sweden die cut one this time. In decent shape. Anybody good? Anders Eriksson. Negatory. Base. Jeff Neal. Joseph. Who is that? Sorry. Joseph Marha. And base. Take a look at this one here and see how this one goes. Anybody else opening up anything old? No, there's a lot of it available on eBay. The prices seem to fluctuate. When they're hot, they seem to want a lot for this stuff. But if you look, you can generally find some of this stuff at a pretty decent price point. Especially if you used to open up some of this when you were younger. It's a good trip back to when you were younger. Base. Yari Curry, base. Brian Abe. Yanni Ninema. And Brian Scott. Base pile. You can get a lot in this. There's that many packs of cards. This one's definitely more quantity over quality. Like I said, I do have some smaller boxes coming up though, so stay tuned for those. They'll have more quality. Base. Theron Fleury. Base. One Clark in a Nordiques uniform. Base. Lee Sorochin, Jason Botterill, and Premier Prospect Sean Haggerty. Got a few amount of doubles in this one too so far. So next one. Base. Dmitry Klevchkin, Dennis Peterson, Premier Prospect, Xavier Delisi, I believe. Pardon me if I'm not saying those ones all right. We're making pretty good progress for these guys. Let's see. Base. This one's different. It's a die-cut player card of who? Michael Renberg. So this must be like a parallel, because usually it's a die-cut like the other ones, but it won't actually. We only got one of the World Juniors so far of those players. So Michael Renberg was a decent player back in the day too. We'll save it just because it's a die cut parallel and it's actually in decent shape. The corners aren't all bunged up and whatnot. So we'll hang on to that. I really hope I get another one of those Iginla cards. Put that one back there. Base, I almost missed that one too. Slow down a little. Joseph Rea again. Base. So let's see. Base. Here's a die cut one over on Brindamore now. Same team, the Flyers. Interesting. Base. Did I miss some of those as we went through here? Yeah. Just let me do a double check now. Because now I'm just wondering if there was some in the other packs that I was missing. Like I know that Iginla one I put in here because it was bunged out. Oh, I did. Look. There's a jet one. Wendell Clark one was a die cut. Yari Curry was a die cut. I just slept through these guys. I didn't even see them, and they're just hidden in there. Oh, this Team Sweden one was die cut. It was not in good shape. Some of these other ones, the same thing that I didn't keep in here because they were not in good shape. That one makes me sad that again. The die cut one. It's not in good shape. Let me just check this last little pile here. See if I missed any. How many more of these did I miss? Because I missed them. That one I seen was a die cut. It wasn't in good condition. I seen that one as well. Same deal. There we go. Base. Okay. We're good again. Okay. So base. Well, here's an interesting one or two actually. I haven't seen any of these come out of there yet. So we'll hang on to this one. And I got two of them in there. And that same pack. Interesting. These are the first ones of these I've seen come out of there so far. And we're going to steal that thing from Renberg, my top loader, because obviously they're not that rare or unique. There was one in every pack, and I just wasn't paying attention. That's what happens when you're old. But yeah, check out this Dominik Hasek card. So it's an insert, it must be a series, it's numbered 19 of 30, it's not serial numbered, it just means there's 30 of these in the set, and this is the 19th one. It's the first one I've seen come out of there, of this, and interestingly enough, pardon me here, there was two of them in the very same pack. Put that there, and the other one, let's not even get it in the sleeve here. The other one, I'll show you guys here in 1 second, as soon as I get it in this top loader. The other one is 24 of 30, and it's Sergei Fedorov, one of my favorite players of all time, on my favorite team, the Detroit Red Wings. There we go. Pretty cool. I got two of them, and like I said, I hadn't seen any of them come out of there before. And if you notice, this one is regular. The corners are all normal. My Hasek one is actually a die cut. So it's the die cut version of that, so that is neat. Probably the best one to come out of there. So we're going to replace Mr. Ed Jovanovski with this pretty sweet Dominik Hasek card. Let me just angle it a little bit, hopefully, so that it's not painful in the light. Try that. There. And base, and the premier prospect, Jeffrey Ware. Not worth well to save. Base. Here's my die cut. Sergei Zubov. Base. Matthias Oland. Corners are kind of dinged up. Wade Redden. He was good at one point, but then boy did he wash out hardly. Christian Dubé. Let's see. See, now we're cooking. I'm paying attention. I'm watching for the die cuts, checking the names better. Alright, so Roenick base. Here's my die cut. It's Alexander Selvanov. Base, world champion Jesper Madison. World champion Tom Blizek. Premier prospect, anybody good? Mike McBain. Base. Here's my die cut. It's Joe Juneau from the Capitals. Base, world junior player Jason Allison. Todd Harvey. He was a good prospect at one point too. San Jose pick, if I remember correctly. I could be wrong there. Darren Quint. Yager base. Die cut this time is Bernie Nichols for the Blackhawks. Oh, here's another one of those inserts. Did I get two of them back to back? Nope, just one this time. And fortunately, this one's not the die cut one either. It's another regular one, but another excellent player. And this one was for the Winnipeg Jets in the early 90s. My favorite player to play for the Jets, but well, it's a toss-up between this guy and Keith Tkachuk. I really liked Keith Tkachuk as well, but I probably like the Finnish Flash a little better. Timo Solani, part of that insert series there with the Fedorov and the Hasek. Number 22 of 30 in that series. So I'll put that one over here. Those guys. World Junior Vadim Anatachnisev. Probably butchered that one. Kimmo Timonen, that one's decent. Kind of dinged up though. And base. Give me a sec here, guys. I'm just gonna shuffle this big stack of base off camera here. Oh, sorry. There we go. Okay. This one opened up here. Base. There's my die cut, Scott Mellanby. Base. World Junior is Ryan Smith for the Oilers. Decent shape. Following his performance on 95, Ryan Smith ended his brief call-up with the Oilers. Edmonton selected the aggressive winger. We'll put that one in a sleeve there. He was a real heart and soul guy for the Oilers. And I'll put Ryan Smith up in there as well. It's in decent shape. And Todd Norman. So I'll put my base pile over there. Base. Brian Leach for the Rangers is my die cut. Base, Team USA, Brian Berard. Base and Premier Prospect, Alan McCauley. McCauley. I'm close, I think, on that one. Sergei Fedorov, base. My die cut is Quebec Nordiques, Peter Forsberg. There's another one in that series. Too bad again, not die cut. It's nice that that Hasek one was the die cut. So that must be like a shorted print version of them, because they're all serial numbered the same. Oh, hang on a second, just gotta grab myself another pack of top loaders there, regular size. Regular size, just like, I don't know if you watch Bob's Burgers, regular size Rudy, regular size top loaders. Open here. Alright, get that out of here, that up there. Let's get one of those up there. And if you didn't see it laying there or not, or if you couldn't tell, it is a Boston Bruin from the 90s. Probably would have been a toss-up if you were guessing between Ray Bourque and the guy it is, Cam Neely, for the Boston Bruins. I'm just trying to see what they're calling these. Cam Neely, just Premier, I guess it is. Premier SP. This guy's number 23 in the series of 30. Cam Neely. And then we got base Miroslav Gurin, and the premier prospect was a Russian, Andrei Petrunin. There we go. Thanks for joining me again, guys, and sticking through. If you're sticking with me, if you're still here, hopefully give this video a like, leave a couple of comments, let me know what cards you like, let me know what you think. Subscribe to the channel, that would be cool. Base. Here's my die cut. It's Jesper Madison. It's actually in decent shape this time, so we'll keep that one. Base. Dan Cloutier. Base. Premier prospect. Jeff Mitchell. Getting down to the end here, guys. Like I said, I think maybe the next box I'll do will be the Allure, probably. It'll be the next box opening I do. See what we get for an auto in that one. Jason Arnott, remember him for the Oilers? High prospect, lots of potential, got wasted on the fourth line, traded away, and then he got good, of course. Base. Here's our die cut, Joe Nieuwendyk. Base. Anders Soderberg. Alexander Daigle. Whew, let's not get started on Alexander Daigle. And base. First overall pick for the Senators. Epic bust. Base, my die cut. And she is one of those guys. Base, World Junior, Richard Park. Peter Buzek, top prospect. Brad Machalko? Let me take another whack at that. Brian Mahalko. That sounds better. Mahalko. We're getting near the end here, guys. About 22 minutes or so in. That's not bad at all. Actually, it's going faster than I thought. Base. One of the die cuts, the Premier Prospect. Too bad it's Todd Norman. And base, World Junior guys. Jamie Storr, he was a high prospect for Canada at 1.2. And Anders Eriksson. And again, not the die cut, so I'm not going to worry about it. Too bad we're not going to see that Jerome McGinley one again, especially not the die cut version. It's dinged up in there, that's upsetting. We got this one. Base. Marty Murray is our die cut World Junior. A little bit nick on the top there, other than that, not too bad with some border flashing. Unfortunately, these cards aren't really in good shape aside from those to the base for some reason. Chechmiev, a bunch of Russian guys I can't pronounce. Zuka Rorkine. Oh yeah, here's the Iginla Premier Prospect. Again, regular version of it. And again, corners are in rough shape. Can't keep that. Base of Solani, base die cuts Chris Pronger when he was with Hartford. Base Zeta Tikkanen in St. Louis, yeah. Base Premier Prospect. Jamie Langenbrunner, he was a decent one too. I can't tell if that's his glove or the corner of the card, but either way, I'm not too concerned about it. Last few packs here, guys. We're in the home stretch. Base die cut is a prospect. Sean Haggerty, not in very good shape. Base. Jeff Erickson, and is that Sergei Samsonov? It is. And not in horrible shape. Not in horrible shape that time. Let's see. Base. Yari Curry is my die cut this time. Base. Nicholas Sundstrom, Veli Peknikina, my prospect. Mark Savard. He was actually a decent one too. Again, rough edges in the corner. Unfortunately, can't save that one. Last four, it looks like, guys. Base. Die cut Premier Prospect. Alan McCauley. One corner dinged up. Base World Junior Sean Donovan. Base Doug Waite. Premier Prospect. Who's that one? Louis Philippe Sevigny. Alright, home stretch. This box is a little bit disappointing, I guess, just because of the condition. Like, I would have liked for that die cut again, like, to have been nice. At least that Hasek is really nice. Base. The die cut is Dale Hawerchuk. And base World Junior, Larry Courville. Jamie Rivers, Premium Prospect, Brad Larson. Last two packs, guys. Archer Spurbe, base. Die cut is Keith Tkachuk, my probably second favorite Jet after Solani of all time. Not that I'm a big Jets guy. Base. Jesper Madison for Sweden, Todd Harvey for Canada, prospect Mike McBain. Last pack, friends. Thanks for joining me again, guys. Another fun break. Hopefully I'll be able to do that. I think it's going to be the Allure one next. And then maybe the baseball retiree one. Mix in the baseball. Let's see. Base. Who's my die cuts? Adam Oates die cuts. When I played shell with one of my good buddies, I call him Adam Oates because he's an all-star playmaker, and in my opinion, this guy was one of the best playmakers in the history of hockey. Adam Oates die cuts. Base, Jason Bonsignor, Jan Halavich, and base. Alright, boys and gentlemen and girls and ladies, that wraps up this one. There's the stack of base over there. Here's our stack of die cuts I'll put on top of there. Here's some of the highlights. The Cam Neely insert. Ryan Smith World Junior card. not die cut, just their regular one. Teemu Selanne inserts. Another nice one there. That one's definitely decent. Ed Jovanovski World Junior card, die cut. Sergei Fedorov insert card, one of my favorite players of all time on my favorite team, the Detroit Red Wings. And probably the highlight is this Dominik Hasek insert that is die cut as well. So that would probably be the box hit from that one. And it's not bad, actually. I don't mind that one at all. Considering I only got, out of what was it, 36 packs, I only got 1, 2, 3, 4 of those inserts, and only one was die cut. And it's the Hasek, so that's pretty decent. And it's actually in decent shape, considering a lot of these cards were dinged up. These ones that I put in top loaders are not. They're in decent shape. Alright guys, thanks for checking out My Odd Hobbies. You can tell it was odd because most people don't chase down or buy boxes of old stuff, 94, 95, and open that up. But I enjoy doing that stuff, and hopefully I'll find some decent shaped old stuff. But like I said, we've got a lot of new stuff coming up here. Stay tuned. And like I said, I think the next one I'm going to do is going to be the 1920 Upper Deck Allure. And then I think we'll follow that up. We'll mix in a baseball one. We'll do this one here. Topps 2021 Archives. Nice factory sealed one that I picked up at my local sports car hobby shop. So stay tuned, guys. Again, as I've opened another box here, I don't think I've ever hit a really big card on any of my videos. Maybe there'll be one in here for me. Right? The GOC has got to hit one eventually at some point in time. Right? So stay with me, guys, for more to come. Thanks for joining me again here on My Odd Hobbies. I've been your host, the GOC, the Grumpy Old Collector. Until next time, guys, have a good night.